Hi, everybody. Brian Blessing, oddsworthbetting.com featured pick of the day. It's right below this video. Monday Night Football, Chicago and the Jets. We're looking at New York, about a 2.5-point favorite. Total on that game, hovering on the 44 number. There's some 44.5s that are out there. A pretty interesting game to try to figure out here with injuries on both sides of the ball here. The Bears lose Tillman last week. They've been nicked up. Marshall's been hobbled by an ankle, but on 1 foot last week, he had 3 touchdowns, and the Jets secondary is a mess. How do they stop the Bears? It's a pretty interesting game. And then we get to next week. Philly will be at San Francisco. Eagles survive against the Redskins in what was a really entertaining, wild game with some bad blood. And next week, they go out to San Francisco, and something's really weird with the 49ers right now. They're 1-2, and the only game they won was over Dallas. And I don't know if they won it as much as Dallas gave it away. Some other teams, you wonder, what's going on? How about the Packers offense? Not much going on there. Lions shut them down. The Patriots, man, is the jury out on New England. They are 2-1, but they lose to Miami in the Heat. They beat Minnesota, but the offense didn't do much there. It was defense and special teams, but that was Minnesota without Adrian Peterson. Right after that news broke, and then they barely were able to get by the Raiders. You just wonder, some of these teams, there are legitimate concerns. Seattle, hey, they got the job done against Denver. Was that a wild shootout or what? Broncos come all the way back, tie the game, get the 2-point conversion, and then Manning never sees the field again. So, that's good teams find ways to win games. That was the story there. This week we look ahead. On Thursday night, it's the Giants and the Redskins. Redskins laying 4 at home. The total on the game is 45. Normally, teams that have to travel on Thursday night are so up against it, it almost seems to be unfair the way Atlanta throttled Tampa Bay. And that was a short travel, too. And for the Giants and Redskins, they can trick a train there if they want. But teams that have to go on the road on Thursday night have been up against it so far. Then we go to college football. Thursday night, pretty entertaining. Texas Tech and Oklahoma State, and UCLA and Arizona State. Those are 2 pretty high-octane games. And then we gear up for a full menu of Saturday college football. But don't sleep on baseball. It's the push to the postseason here. Pressure on some teams. Other teams embracing the spoilers role. And we are making that push to the end. Many teams have been eliminated. Other teams have expanded their rosters and are playing young kids. So it's really important to do all your homework, and that's what goes on for you at oddsworthbetting.com. But we got Monday Night Football, gets our week started. A little interconference action here with the Bears and the Jets. Featured pick of the day, oddsworthbetting.com, available to you right below this video. We've got all the information. Get you ahead of the line movements right here in this space all week long.